Hey guys, Jonah here, and I'm back with another beer review. We're going back down to the southwest, uh, from I believe it was early December. This one, we're going to the sunny part of the world that is Bristol, or Bristol, as they say, and it is this side of paradise. There we go. Let me get that a bit closer from the Bristol Beer Factory. Well, there's the fingers the other way round, because this is obviously a reversed, or doubly reversed, I should say. And it's a smoke porter at 4.8%. And if you look at the spider diagram, it's a bit weird. It's round a weird way. Very malty, little bit sweet, bags of mouthfeel, etc., etc. It's got roasted barley, chocolate malt, and smoked Wyman malt in there. And it says 8 malts. Well, if you read down there, there's only 3 down there, so 5 malts we don't know about. It says 8 malts take you deep into the dive bars. Smoked malt meets chocolate amber porter to take you on a tiled walls of the underground. Are they talking about the London Underground? I don't know if does Bristol have an underground? Don't think it does. I don't know. But anyway, look at that bad boy. Bristol Beer Factory. I have had a dodgy beer from them previously, but they are quite a good brewery, and I have been very, very close to where they are making them, which is a kind of cool. Oops, no, it's got a pint glass on the cap, although it is upside down. See if we've got any other info on the bottle that we didn't get in the magazine. There we go. Basically, it's come on, it says the same kind of thing. It's got barley, wheat, hops, yeast. Okay, so no oats in this bad boy. Let me see if I can open this with reverence, shall we say, and kind of keep the cap in kind of easy working order. There we go. So I can show you, dear viewer. Oh, bugger. He says almost dropping it. I'm using the Dutch capper. But yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? And that is kind of their logo anyway, but it's obviously like a pint, kind of with a crown or something. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it is their logo. There it is again, which I think is quite cool. If you're drinking a porter or a stout or something, using one of these kind of straight-sided glasses is cool. Ah, okay. It's an amber porter, not a dark black porter or stout porter. And where are we on the ABV? 4 and a bit, wasn't it? 4.8, so almost 5. Wow, look at that. Don't know if you can see through there. You can definitely see, but it is not perfect black. It is definitely a brown colour, and I can see through there. Head, not much. We'll say that's a fingernail's worth of head, which is a shame. Because porters and stouts especially, I think, should have a lasting head, and this hasn't had a head from the very beginning. Oh, I'm getting sweetness. I am getting a little bit of smoky stroke spiciness, but it's very light. I thought a thing calling itself a smoked porter, it should have a bit of gusto. Yeah, it seems quite light. A light smoke, shall we say. Anyway, guys, chin chin, pass me another beer. We're going to dive in. Ooh, that's interesting. There's lots of different levels to that. It is kind of dark and spicy. Then it kind of goes a little bit sweet, but then it goes into something else, maybe like a caramelly kind of sweet. Then it goes into something else, and then it comes back with a finish of kind of sweet, I'd say fruity kind of thing. So, like kind of like pudding, like sweet fig or sweet plum or something like that. That's really interesting. It's kind of, I thought it was going to be a bit like a bitter or a ESB or something. And it kind of is, but then that smoke malt, so it is for the colour I'm talking about, but then that smoke malt takes you somewhere else. And then the residual sweetness definitely kicks in. Let me see if I can catch it this time. So smoky, spicy up front. Then it goes a little bit watery. Then it goes, oh, I was going to say then it goes sweet, but it didn't seem so sweet this time. And there's that finish, which was quite long. It is a little bit watery for my liking, I have to say. And look, they have made it so there's a kind of line and then another line, sort of tied lines there. Um, yeah, it's a bit too light, a bit too watering for me. Um, the bitterness kind of isn't there either. This is definitely a sweeter beer over a bitter beer, like a hop bitterness, shall we say? But I mean, there is a bit of bitterness there, but not much. It's not all about the bitter. If you were bought this in a pub and someone didn't tell you what it was, I think you'd be a bit taken aback, a bit surprised, shall we say. Once again, I've said it loads of times, but if you live in Bristol, please hit me up and let me know what this is like if you can get this from the tap room on draft. 4.8%. I don't think you'd have a major problem getting hold of this on draft. Um, let's see what we get from this final sip. And then, dear viewer, I will wish you on your way. Smokiness, spiciness, washing in. Oh, there's a bit of the sweetness. It's definitely still there. Then a little bit more smokiness. And then at the end there, I was getting a kind of fruity finish at the beginning. Um, but the last sip, I'm not really getting that anymore. It's a bit, like I say, it's nice. There's a good base here, but and this was the first beer of the night for me on this Monday night. Yeah, you might have wondered why am I wearing a t-shirt? Because, dear VR, I was working from home, which is cool. Tomorrow I will be working from work, so I will probably be wearing a shirt at the very least. Um, so I'm in a bit more of a relaxed mode today. Um, yeah, I would say perhaps, and maybe it's because I'm greedy, upping the alcohol a little bit to over 5.5 perhaps, maybe even a 6%. And then by doing that, you'll be able to to get there, you'll be upping the malts anyway. Um, but I think it will help with the kind of flavour as well, because it is a little bit watery, in my opinion. Hey, but what do I know? If you have enjoyed this video, and hopefully you have, please, why don't you tell me down below, or you could just click the like button. And if you have liked this video, and we're 10 minutes in at least, so hopefully I've entertained you to some degree, why not thinking about subscribing to the Unclejona channel? I'm trying to release beers at least every couple of days, but generally every day if I can. There's lots of beer out there to be drunk, so please join me. Hey, what have you got to lose? So click like, click subscribe, all that jazz to keep the elder gods of YouTube appeased, keep them happy. There will be homebrew content coming very soon. I'm drinking some more homebrew. Guys, life is good. It's January 2023. What else can we do? Oh yeah, why not drink some beer?